So where do I want to grab onto? Quick, Andrew, quick! What are we doing? I have no idea what the heck we're doing. I probably should have planned this out better. Yeah? Yeah. I'm not sure where I was supposed to go from there.
The game doesn't let you just hang on to your death. That's awesome.
I like how you've never done that before, obviously. So there you go. Okay, we need to strategy also. Heart, yes. I see that there's that platform there. Oh, there's some vines up there. How could I have missed that? Left, 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 up. There we go. Also, climbing in this game is incredibly slow, so it's awesome once you get the claw shot. So you just claw your way up to like the top of everything, so you never have to climb again. Unless it's a ladder, and then it sucks.
Why climb when you have a tool? But I actually think Link climbs the ladders in this game a little faster.
Really? Because I don't remember Zelda games ever being as slow as I thought they were in this game. I could just be wrong or getting impatient. 20 rupees? 20 arrows.
20 arrows, haha!
But they've been giving me so many arrows, yet I don't think there has actually been a point yet where I was necessarily required to use arrows.
You've definitely blown a lot of things up, that's for sure, certain.
Well, yes, because that's fun, but it wasn't required. We do have things around, though. Also, we have chests in this room, which I do not want to miss. Where should I go? Wait, I can see I can kind of go up there? No. I see a chest in there. How do I want to get across that, though? Can I climb on top of this? Yes, you can. Although if you could go up, that would be nice. I am pressing up. I guess I have to climb or jump up to it from the other side. And you can't actually stand on it. You have to climb across the extremely slow way.
Shimmy, Link.
Well, you had in Wind Waker where you actually stood up along thin ledges and walked across that way. I don't think there's any of that in this game, unless I'm probably
No,
forgetting.
there isn't. There really isn't any, I'm trying to think, any stealth in this game?
Yeah.
Hey, it's a piece of heart. But yeah, Ocarina of Time had its little guard stealth section. Of course, Wind Waker had the big stealth section, like the first dungeon. I want to say Majora's Mask. I think it did have a stealth section, yes, with all the pirates. This game, no stealth. Oh, I suppose you do sneak around the village as a wolf.
A little bit.
A little bit. That's not exactly stealth.
Slowly making our way back over.
In fact, I'm pretty confident, even if like one of the villagers catches you, they just go after to attack you and you can just run away. It's not, hey, you got caught, you're thrown in jail now. Doot, 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 doot.
There is that guy who sends the bird at you, which is quite annoying, though.
That's true.
So you realize how to do it the right way. Also, I have no idea where I'm going. I probably should have grabbed onto something back there without actually running all of the way back. Ah!
I mean, it's not like we play Zelda games to sneak around. If we want to sneak around, we're going to play a Metal Gear game.
Metal Gear! Oh yeah, somebody say Metal Gear.
Somebody say Metal Gear?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
I've actually never played a Metal Gear game, but I'm half tempted to play just one.
I disown you
Just
then.
to validate that I'm halfway decent at video games, unlike a specific other infamous YouTube Let's Player that I'd prefer not to discuss right now.
don't pollute my videos with that nonsense.
I won't.
There we go.
Z-targeting's not going to save you here.
No, apparently not. I'm probably just gonna like disappear in a second too. Yeah.
You should have looked to the left.
I tried to grab the thing on the ceiling. That was my bad. But I mean, this part's just so fun. I'm sure you won't mind watching it again.
And again.
And again. Speaking of which, though, is this supposed to somehow tie in with Skyward Sword? Is that where like the Oko things? That was what they were, right? Or Ukukus? Something like that. This is why I don't pronounce Zelda enemy names, or even remember them in the first place, for that matter.
Better than Mario names.
Well, I do know Skyward Sword is supposed to be the first Zelda game.
Like, I would be surprised if this whole Sky Temple didn't somehow tie in with it, considering it is Skyward Sword. Was not much background is really given on this in this game?
I wouldn't be surprised either. It's interesting. Skyward Sword came out, and just like there wasn't really, at least from my point of view, like hype that there was a new Zelda game.
Everyone.
To my understanding, it's good though.
Everyone was so sick of the Wii by that point. It's like, oh god, please just let this thing die. At least that was how I felt. No more motion controls ever. Yeah.
So yeah, I apologize. I can't attest to Skyward Sword. It's to my understanding it is a good Zelda game. I think you nailed it exactly, Andrew. People just are getting sick of the Wii at this point.
Okay.
We would like to play.
It was novel at first, and then it just got annoying.
It wasn't novel to begin with.
I thought it was kind of cool for the first year.
I will beg to differ, but
Oh, that's fine.
leave it at that.
I believe we can agree to disagree.
Yes, perfectly. I was trying to think of that saying, but it wouldn't come to my mind.
How long after it came out did you get it, Miles Luigi?
I got a Wii close to launch. I didn't get it at launch. I actually think I got it the Christmas after launch. Yes, I got my Wii the Christmas after launch.
Like the Christmas of the year after, or the immediate Christmas after?
The immediate Christmas after.
Oh, so that's not bad. You had like an extra month.
So yeah, it came out around November. I got it in December. At that time, there still wasn't a whole lot of games. I mean, you had Twilight Princess on the Wii, but I had it on the GameCube. I got Super Paper Mario at that time, and Super Paper Mario was fun. If you wish to know more, I do have an entire Let's Play on Super Paper Mario.
He does, and I show up at some point in it too. Somewhere in there. But yes.
Yeah, I'll leave my opinions about Super Paper Mario mainly in that video. Just to summarize, very briefly, it's good, controversial,
It was
weird enemy names.
It was a game that was always on my replay list, and then you played it, and I was like, oh, great. And I'm happy you did, but yes. Alright. In case you haven't noticed, the gimmick of this level is the double claw shot. No, okay, so we're slowly going over this wall.
You are riding around flying pot plants. I want to say they have the same name as the enemy in Ocarina of Time that was like huge in Hyrule Field and had the spinning blades.
Oh,
They're
yes.
The same enemy.
20 rupees in the designated 20 rupee chest. Finally.
Oh no! It won't fit in your wallet. Let's put it back.
You know what it's time for. It's time for let's stand around until we have room to put it in. Oh my gosh. This game has so many extra rupees hidden in it that it is just the most ridiculous thing. And I mean, the magic armor was only 600 rupees, so it's not like you even needed that many of them. And then you're supposed to pay a whole bunch to those people to fix the bridge, but then there was that side quest you did that lowered it by like 1,000,000,000% anyway. So rupees in this game are useless, and yet every other freaking chest is rupees that never fit into your wallet, and it's really freaking annoying. Also, I wanted to put this back. Ugh.
So yes, if we went back to the first couple dungeons in Andrew's save file in this game, they're going to be filled with unopened chests.
Yes.
Of nothing but rubies because they didn't fit in Andrew's wallet.
It's true, because it's like, what? A chest in the first temple that has 20 rupees in it. I put it back. I'm not going to waste my time going all the way back to the first dungeon just to get 20 rupees. Like, ugh.
You'll get 20 rubies faster by slashing the grass.
Like, I could understand, maybe, like, not even the 100 ones. Like, say you have 901 rupees, you cannot put the 100 rupee in your wallet, and I call BS on that. It should be unless you're within, like, 10 of full, or even if it's full. Then it starts pulling that card, but not if, no, there's any space left. Also, I really want to get over there, and I'm contemplating jumping down, which I guess is what I have to do.
You know, this wouldn't have been a problem at all if it gave you a dialogue box that said, it won't fit in your wallet. Are you sure you want it? Yes, no.
How about just make the wallet freaking bigger? Like, Wind Waker, I could swear you could hold up to like 5,000 or something like that.
Yes.
So,
Wind Waker, I think the biggest wallet in that game was 5,000 rubies.
so what's with this measly 1,000? I guess because they don't want the magic armor to be too abusable, but then if you're gonna give so many rupees, just make the magic armor consume more rupees then. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, I don't understand their logic with that. It was really dumb. But yeah, basically, my whole rant, I had a lot more rage built up in me before I got the magic armor, because now I can at least, waste my time and get the rupees that way, but...
You should have seen Andrew on Facebook. Every other day when he was playing this game, he'd post a picture of him at a chest not able to pick up the ruby.
Yes, that
And he'd be like, ah!
that definitely happened.
And then I'd be
100%.
screaming at him, get the bigger wallet. You got the bigger wallet yet?
And I got the magic armor, and I cried of like happiness. It was like
It's
the
funny, to
greatest
get
day.
the biggest wallet in the game, which is what Andrew has, you do have to go on quite a bit of a side quest to get it collecting bugs.
No, wrong one.
So, just so Andrew didn't have to deal with the stupid rubies in the chest, he went and did that bug side quest, and that is it is a relatively lengthy one.
Oh, it's good though. Like once you find one of the bugs, you can generally figure out where the other one of that type is. But just overall, I was just so annoyed because fine, yes, I have the magic armor now, great. But in the first few temples, there's no reason why there should be this massive excess of rupees that there's no way anyone's ever going to be able to hold. Like
Even if you come into the dungeon with 0 rubies?
Exactly. Like there's probably 350 rupee chests in the second dungeon that I did not get. I remember posting a picture on Facebook of every single one of them. And just like, there's no reason for that. Oh,
It's funny,
look.
you now have a trail of every single
Uh-oh.
chest you missed in the game, and it's on Facebook.
Oh, boy.
Like, see, like, if you have any space, it should put it in. So now we have to go and get the magic armor out. And you could just say, why don't you always wear the magic armor, Andrew? Why don't you just, like, always reduce your rupees to 0? But then there's going to be that one time when I actually need the extra protection. And be like, oh, look, I have no rupees. Screw this game. I hate it. Yeah. Oh.
Why are you transforming it into a
I
wolf?
was about
Oh,
to say,
okay.
he better transform into a wolf here, because if he doesn't, I was
Okay.
going to scold him. There's a
Okay.
pole location here.
Okay, you were paying attention, Andrew. I wasn't. I was just thinking you're changing to a wolf. You don't lose rubies when you're a wolf.
Yeah, well, you have like the bad video feed, so I don't blame you for not noticing it. Although, according to you guys, you need to collect absolutely every single one to get the reward, and from what I can tell, I have missed at least one that I could never get now, so it's pointless to collect them. Unless there is some leniency that we just don't know about. Anyway, human.
Hey, I was going to say, you better get the pole location here, so it was good that you found that. Because most people miss it.
So much waiting.
I'm just about to say, by the time he comes back, you're gonna go get the ruby, and then he's gonna fly back off again.
Yeah. But yeah, that's my rant about rupees, especially in the first few dungeons. Like, where's the logic in letting you hold 300 rupees and then giving people like a billion, 50 rupee chests? Like, I just don't agree with it, and it just takes way too long in the game before like rupees actually become really useful. Like, by the time you get the magic armor, you're already halfway through the game almost. So, all those rupee chests in the first 3 dungeons are pretty much useless. Also, I'm still wearing the magic armor. That should be enough. There we go. Thank goodness it's not like Mega Man 2 where when you pause the game it makes you let go of whatever you're hanging on to. Ugh. That really sucks. Anyway, got that. As far as items go, it looks like I did miss one. Oh, kinda?
That's not going to help. Okay.
Oh.
Oh.
Darn. Darn this game! See, I pressed A to stop looking around, and it made me fall. That's again, just like when you press A to let go from ledges, I question that button choice just because A does not seem like something that you would press to let go. B seems like something that you would press to let go.
Like,
But
A is your default action button. Why is it let go? Like, let go is stop doing an action when you think about it. Because if you, in real life, were hanging onto a ledge, it's like, well, your focus is on hanging onto that ledge because, you have to exert effort to do that. you know, Link here is hanging on to these weird pot enemies, which once again I forget their names, and you know, it takes a bit of muscle there to hold onto that claw shot, especially with just one hand.
Do these things really have names, considering they're not even technically an enemy? Or are they technically? Oh. Man.
Oh, I saw you were gonna do that. I'm like, pull up, pull up, pull up. Damn it.
Well, you could have helped.
I was expecting you to do it because you were like, oh, should I go up? Should I go up?
Yeah.
And then you were like, no.
Well, I looked away to make sure that, you know, things were recording on the computer, and that was a bad idea. Because there's nothing worse than recording and then looking over and realizing that you just spent an hour doing nothing. I have been there before. Ugh.
That's when you just take a break for the day and went, okay, I didn't actually record anything. It's happened to me too.
Ugh. But anyway, I'm not going to do it this time.
This time we were going to properly fit Link into the hole. What we were discussing about, oh yeah, that's right, Link is a pretty strong guy. I think was the ultimate conclusion I was going to get to.
Yes. I see a chest down there.
Because he's holding on with one hand, and his action is letting go, not staying held on.
Like, if I go down and get that chest, do I really have to wait for this thing to come all the way back before I can pull myself back up? That's just stupid. So I'm not going to get the chest. Because it's definitely something useless. Anyway.
Congratulations, you got 5 rubies. But it won't fit in your wallet. Let's put it back.
No, I think 10 and 5, it thankfully doesn't make you put... But even 20. 20 is such a useless number. You could grind that in like 10 seconds. Like, ugh.
Actually, it's been a while since I've played this game, but I think you're right. I think the 5 and 10s, they don't... Link will actually just pick them up if they're that small, I want to say.
You should be able to Z-target these.
Oh yeah, but it would have Z-targeted the wrong one.
Yeah.
So I want to go this way.
Okay, that works.
Also, this is a Canadian video, so it's Z. No, I don't technically care. Crazy different pronunciations.
If this was truly Canadian, it would be frozen up here. It's actually kind of a sanctuary up here.
This has been the worst winter ever. And yet I haven't had a single snow day, which ticks me off. Second piece of heart.
Ta-da!
Isn't it the worst when, like, all of the worst days land on weekends? It's like, if this was a weekday, I wouldn't have to go to school. But, yeah. That's something that's...
From my point of view, if a bad day is on a weekend and I didn't have any plans, it's the best because I don't have to leave the house.
Yes, it's funny how that changes.
Yeah, if it's a cruddy day on a weekday, it really, really stinks because driving to work, especially if it's a cruddy day, because then you have to deal with the traffic and...
Okay, so we have the item, we have the 2 pieces of heart. Any other chest in this dungeon should be pretty much useless with the exception of the boss key.
So that was a big transition. I wonder if this is an important area.
Yeah, you know when it has to load a different map. It's like, uh-oh, something's about to...
Find out on the next episode, maybe. Dun dun dun!
Dun, dun. Just cut the black right now. Okay then, so you got that guy. What else we got going on in here? I'm guessing. Let me guess, we're gonna need to use the double claw shot in some way. Also rupees. Let's see, can we use Fatal Draw, or Mortal Draw? No, it doesn't really work with these guys. Even though I'm pretty sure it did boast that it would work on almost any enemy.
The idea behind Mortal Draw is that you're not targeting them and they're just about to attack you.
Oh yeah, I tried that, but it didn't work. Also, wow, that guy just dropped a purple rupee.
Purple Ruby, congratulations.
And luckily, when you pick them up off the ground, it doesn't tell you that you can't pick it up. It still picks it up. Although
that would have made this game interesting. Just imagine an enemy that just showers you with lots of rubies, but you're surrounded in them, and every time you run into one, Link picks it up, and it's like, but it won't fit in your wallet.
Wow, that would be terrible.
It won't fit in your wallet. It won't fit in your wallet.
That would be the worst thing.
I should make just a really small 1-minute fan game of that, where you're playing just a 2D Zelda, and you kill an enemy, it showers you in rubies, but you're full of rubies. It just constantly says it doesn't fit in your
I
wallet.
wonder if you could hack like Zelda 1 to do that. Although Zelda 1, you don't usually max out of rubies, so.
Zelda 1 doesn't give you any messages when you pick up rubies, so I'd probably pick Link to the Past, because that game does.
Really? I don't remember that. Also,
Yes, do it. Shoot your claw shot at the vine. See what happens. Do it. Damn it.
let's do
it.
it!
You looked up. You weren't supposed to look up.
Oh. Ooh, but clearly there's a problem here. Nice. I was like, can I
was ready for you to
stand
do
on
that
the-
too? Yay!
That was fun, but
Were you expecting Link to spin right round?
that would have been very funny if he'd had. I was kind of hoping for it, but no. I mean, I could easily drop down into like, you know, inevitable pain. What do I want to do from here? That's the earlier room. That's that. What is that? There's something up there, obviously. I do need to get up there somehow, but I don't know how. Oh, I didn't even touch it. I can swear I did not just touch that. Question. Is there some way from... No. And you guys have once again gone silent. I love how you guys just like, haha, he has no idea what he's doing. No, if I look from the outside, there's probably not a way in there. Also, his hat was kind of funny there, blowing up in the wind. Is there an outside?
No, your
entrance?
internet did not cut out, so just in case you're worried, we were just
Always have to
being
fear
silent.
technical difficulties. Okay.
That solution
Looks
has
like
a
I might-
really simple puzzle, although it's unorthodox.
We'll see. I'm pretty sure... I have memories of getting annoyed with one part of this temple, so I believe we're pretty much approaching that. Also, this balancing act. It's like, why? Also, wow. Could not have messed that up any worse. I jumped from one side of the rope to the other side of the rope and didn't touch it.
Actually getting onto ropes in this game is a little bit difficult, I'll give you that.
Can't even jump to it. But look what I mean about the climbing speed. I mean, it's like... Ugh.
I also think you have to be Wolf Link to do the ropes.
Oh, that's a very good point. We haven't seen ropes in like forever, so I kind of forgot.
But yeah, it's pretty precise. Like the first time you see ropes when you are
Great
Wolf
camera
Link,
angle.
they're a little finicky and hard to get onto.
Yes, I remember you have to climb that tower part.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It'd been funny to see Link actually on the rope, though. I was actually... can Link go on the ropes again, or is it just the wolf?
I don't believe so after what I just tried. Have you played Luigi's Mansion 2?
I have not. That's another game on my gaming bucket list.
There are a lot of sections in that game where you need to balance on pipes and ropes and things. And it uses the 3DS's built-in gyro thing, and it sucks. Like, oh my gosh, I hate, like, those sections are the worst. And when you fall, you lose 5 health. And, anyway, this is annoying.
So you have to hold your 3DS level. What happens if you put your 3DS just on a flat table?
Well, see, you need to hold forward while you're doing it, and sometimes there'll be wind and stuff that blows you, and you can't just use the control stick. You actually have to tilt your DS in the direction away from away from the wind. It gets really annoying, and it was probably one of my least favorite parts of the game, but luckily it was avoidable-ish.
It sounds like if you just had your DS on a table, that would solve 90% of the problems. Just when you need to tilt slightly, that's where you run into problems.
Yes. I'll have to try it next time.
There's no way you didn't think about this when you were playing the game, Andrew.
I suck.
There's no way you with what you described while you're playing Luigi's Mansion 2, you run into these situations where you have to walk across ropes and you have to use the 3DS's gyroscope to keep yourself balanced. That you thought, I need to keep this 3DS level. Maybe I should put my 3DS on a table.
I think there's more to it than that, though. I mean, it sounds simple, but Even if
I
there's
mean-
no wind, I think there's still the chance of you flailing around. I don't know. The whole that's why I'm talking about it, because the whole thing was dumb with the balancing.
I will grant you, if you actually had to kind of rock the 3DS to do the motion, then yes, I would understand. But if it's just keep the 3DS flat, put it on a table.
Oh my gosh.
If you fall again, 55 minutes into this video, it's gonna be like rage.
And that's only 55 minutes since our the awesome technical difficulties. Let's go here. If this guy hits me, I will be very sad.
You fall
There we
again.
go.
The episode cut. It just cuts to black.
It just cuts the black. This is the Sopranos episode. Okay, good. Also, there was a chest. I probably completely botched getting it. I probably was supposed to do something else, wasn't I? Ooh, that looks like it could be somewhat important. Darn.
Would get that chest if I were you.
You would?
Maybe.
Mhm.
Oh, I also see a Poe guy. What did I screw up now? I was probably supposed to go some other direction or something, wasn't I? I find that that's what I've always found in video games. If there's a choice to go one of two ways, I'll always choose the way that you're supposed to go and then miss a secret. And then have to backtrack, and it's like...
You know, Evil Pop, you're a lot better at hiding your Snickers than I am.
Well, I've got a new headset. Well, not a new headset, but my good headset.
God.
And it actually has a mute button on it.
I don't care if you're laughing at me.
I'm not
Because
laughing
it's
at you right now. I'm just getting like, okay, I laughed for the first 2 times you fell. Now I'm sitting here going, okay, Andrew, come on, let's do this now. Come on, you can do this. Take it slow. Shoot
Well,
them
we're-
before you walk over them as a wolf.
That's no fun.
That is
Then
fun.
you have to transform into a human, and
Yes.
it takes like 3
This
years.
is why it sucks and it's annoying.
Wow, okay.
See how
Alright, let's
easy
climb
that
up.
is? Congratulations.
Actually, I don't think a single one of... Oh, there's a spider. I don't think a single one of my problems was actually because of an enemy. It was just because of my stupidity. Also, it died somehow.
Died somehow? You shot fiery explosive arrows at it. It didn't die somehow. It died in a fiery explosion.
Clearly, it was a natural death. Okay. Oh, great.
This bug has died of natural causes. Natural causes include death by exploding arrow.
Also, flamethrower from a can of hairspray.
There we go. Flamethrower from a can of hairspray. Yeah, one thing I have not used enough in this video, actually at all, is the gigantic chain ball mace thing. That is the greatest weapon.
It's pretty useless, though.
It's clunky. It does a lot of damage, though, when you hit things with it. Just a random memory since we were talking about killing bugs. I remember once when I was really, really young, I once brought like these worms from the garden out to the front porch, and I didn't even think about what I was doing. Then the next day when I went outside, I saw that all the worms had just completely dried up and were like brittle, and I'm like, oh, they died.
So are you... Wait a minute. So let me get this straight. You dug up worms. You stuck them on a
Mhm.
porch in the hot baking
Mhm.
sun. You forgot about them.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next morning, you found them dead.
Yes.
So you murdered them.
I murdered worms.
How dare you?
Ugh. Ah! I knew that was gonna happen. Darn you guys. You guys suck. Oh god. I so saw that coming. And it wasn't even 100. Freaking 50.
The point was you needed to come up anyway here for a poll, so
I did.
it was just a good gag to get you up there anyway.
Darn it. I mean, I knew it couldn't be a piece of heart. I mean, I was hoping it would be like a third one. You know, last dungeon celebration, but no. That just sucked. Darn that.
And with that note, we're about 60 minutes in. Do we want to
Mhm.
call it a break?
You think? Are we almost done this dungeon? Or
No, you've got...
Actually,
bit ways
he
more to
is
go here.
almost done. Actually, if I remember correctly, he's almost done.
where's the boss key? Well, let's look at that. Quite a ways more, huh?
I believe the main thing you still have to do, Andrew, is get the boss key, then go to the boss lair, actually, at this point. So I think we are almost done.
Up to you guys.
I say keep going.
Okay. I'll try to make it quick. I won't fall ever again. Although I'm going to jump down this time. Overall, yeah, well, we've been playing for about an hour and a half. Dungeons in this game definitely can be time-consuming. Find out the first few ones especially. Like, I mean, it just feels like they take forever because you don't have very many interesting items yet.
Fair point. On that note, just because we've been playing this entire time in the Sky Temple, I must ask Andrew, what did you name Epona?
I believe I named Epona Epona, unfortunately. I know what you're thinking. Oh.
Didn't name Epona Twilight.
It's just natural for me to always name characters their proper names, although I completely should have, you're right.
I wouldn't have asked if you would have named Link Link.
That's true. Oh, now I'm bad. You know what? Okay, this is what we're gonna do. I'm going to erase the whole game. I'm going to replay it, and we'll meet back here. No.
I named Link Zelda, and I named Epona Link.
That's perfect.
Oh, that is perfect. Perhaps one of the funniest images I've ever seen just of Legend of Zelda in general is this one image that just makes a mockery out of the fact that some people confuse the fact that the main character's name is Link, but it says Legend of Zelda, and asks the question, what if Zelda were a girl? But the image just makes fun of that idea.
Alright, so we stopped that. We're getting the boss key now. Is this not almost the end?
As once again, after you get the boss key, you mainly have to go up to the tower where the boss is, and then you fight the boss.
Okay. And that's, what, directly across from kind of that center room, right?
Yes, it is.
Because we never did go that way. All other chests...
You're getting a lot of rubies up here.
Every temple in this game has a lot of rupees.
How many rubies did you enter this temple with?
800 and something. Fall damage. Oh, wow.
It is possible to claw shot up top and then slowly descend downwards, but that would have taken more time. No, we're about to see the full prowess of double claw shotting action up ahead, I tell you. The question is, will you try doing this? Oh, did you stop the wind? Never mind. Normally when you come to this part of this dungeon, like earlier on, all the components here are moving.
How did I stop the wind?
Somewhere you stop the wind. I wanted to say it is theoretically possible to make it through all this while the wind is moving.
Well, how do you start the wind again?
Or is it the other way around? Is it theoretically possible to get through there without the wind moving? I know it's possible to sequence break that, but you still need the boss key. Is what I'm trying to say.
Well, how do you get the wind moving then? Oh, that thing. I think. Is that how it works? I remember this being annoying as well. Let's see what we've got here. Can we grab onto this outside part? Yes, you can. That's what I thought. Okay. I should have done that the first time. Although now what? Maybe that's not what you're supposed to do. I thought maybe there would be a passageway in through here, then I could have grabbed onto that. Huh. No, huh? Okay. So I know I need to grab onto that, but the question is... Oh, I probably should have just grabbed from there. But I forgot. How come you can't claw shot when you're grabbed on? Oh, I guess because you have to start from the claw shot. Okay. Alright, we're almost there. We are almost there. We're so close. So if I grab onto this, no, it still doesn't let you claw shot off of this, which is surprising.
Vines are that evil.
Vines suck. Okay.
Vines are evil Pop-Tart approved.
Well, the question is, how do I get to that?
Right, evil Pop-Tart?
The evil Pop-Tart has died. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, I was probably supposed to... Darn. So do I honestly need to get all the way back up there again? And then come down and then grab onto that. Do you know if I have to do that? Or are you staying silent because there is another solution to this? Or are you thinking? Or have I lost connection?
It might be possible to sequence break it, but the normal order of events is yes, you do claw shot down and then claw shot onto that one thing, and then put on the iron boots.
You could have at least warned me about that one thing earlier.
Well, I did kind of you can go back down this room by claw shotting down, not just falling and taking fall damage.
Yes, you're correct about
Because
that.
usually, in The Legend of Zelda, you don't have to take fall damage ever.
That's true, but then you could also say that the ideal way to get back is going all the way around. I don't know.
I mean, I'm not going to argue with you. It is a common speedrunner tactic to take damage to save time. And fall damage definitely counts as, oh, we're going to fall and take damage to save time because just falling is faster than running around in circles around this entire pillar.
I was supposed to go the other way, wasn't I? Yes. Okay then, well we'll cut, and we will cut back when we get there.